Good evening, I'm Sean Green with the CBC Sports. Well, the West Indies are leading the standings as they defeated Sri Lanka by 62 runs in the second game of the Tri-Nation Series at the Harare Sports Club earlier today. Now, in their opening game, the Windies were asked to bat first and were dismissed for 227 of 49.2 overs. Jonathan Carter top scored with 54. Sri Lanka were then bowled out for 165 in 43.1 overs for the West Indies to win by 62 runs. Skipper Jason Holder was the player of the match with economical figures of 2 for 16 from 8 overs. Here's a look at the highlights.
We'll be looking to change that during this series. Big shot, down to third man, and he's gone.
Make him play. Oh! They're asking for the stumping. In fact, he's given out, caught behind.
That's the way to go. It's down the ground now. Is it enough? I think it is. Oh! He's bowled him out.
Shot, he's gone over mid-wicket. A great shot, up in the air, and he's gone.
Keeps following him. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, what a catch. Gone, is he? Yes, he is. And Sri Lanka has struck. Taken. Oh, that has to be. That has to be. Indeed, goes for the Yorker. It's given.
Bowled out for 227. That's the nick. That's the nick. Holder's got his man. It's a fine catch going down the leg side. In the air, he's had a go at one outside off stump.
He's gone.
Up she goes. This should be gone. It is. Oh, this is a big call. And now what? He's stuck him. In the air, easy as you like.
Yorker.
Kulasekara goes high and taken. Oh, what a wonderful catch. What a brilliant catch that is. And the West Indies win with a bonus point.
Well, the West Indies and Sri Lanka have 5 points, but the Windies have a superior net run rate. Now, their next game is on Saturday against the host, Zimbabwe. Springer Memorial will play Queen's College for the Barbados Secondary Schools Under-19 netball title. The defending champions were down 7 goals going into the fourth quarter last evening at the netball stadium, but came back to beat Christchurch Foundation and qualify for tomorrow's final. Queen's College defeated Leicester Vaughan in the other semi-final. Here we go with the semi-finals, and we start with Queen's College in the blue and red and Leicester Vaughan in the green. QC starts off through Janine Ford. She had 5 from 8 attempts. To the other side of the court and Leicester Vaughan's Jana Joseph replies. She also had 5 goals from 8. Joseph had some help from her compatriot Vivica Addison. She shot 10 from 14. Then Joseph sinks this one to bring them right back into it. And Queen's College wanted it so badly that they made a tactical switch. Kaylin Shockness moved to goal shooter. She had 8 from 10. There was a constant power shift in the late stages of the game as both teams gave it everything they had. But in the end, Queen's College will be the ones moving through to the final, winning 16-15. On to the second game, Springer in the blue and yellow and Foundation in the all yellow were both undefeated. We catch this game when Foundation Stephian Shepherd scores one of her 10 from 14. Foundation came ready for the defending champions. Quick passing allows Shepherd to walk right into the free circle. Springer made a switch. Jada Smith replacing Holder, and she got straight to work. She had 6 from 9. Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, Foundation Shiara Chase expands their lead. She had 12 from 16. And big games called for big players. Thorne was like a giant on the court. She gets another one to drop to tie the game. Smith then signed, sealed and delivered the message as Springer won 23-22 to move into the final on Thursday. Now, for Barbados' 50th anniversary, CBC Sports will be featuring Barbadians who've been knighted for their achievements in sports. In the first of the series produced by Melissa Farley, we feature Sir Conrad Hunt.
Before a leader can become a good leader, he must have learned to be a good follower. And in order for a leader to earn the authority to correct his followers, he must set for himself and endeavor to uphold high standards of workmanship and lofty values of life, both in private and in public.
A reliable opening batsman, a distinguished and committed sportsman, a former vice-captain of the West Indies cricket team, and the former president of the Barbados Cricket Association, a moral crusader. That's Sir Conrad Hunt.
Whatever our social, economic, or hereditary background, each of us is blessed with an imagination that has within it unlimited potential to lift us over any obstacle and every difficulty towards success in whatever field we are gifted.
Where's that gone? It's out towards the boundary. 4 more.
Everyone knows of Sir Garfield Sober's record-breaking 365 not out against Pakistan in 1958. But few remember that Hunt shared in a 446-run partnership with him during that innings. A partnership in which he outclassed Sober shot for shot before being run out on 260. The second of his 3 centuries in that debut series. In a career 10 tests against Australia, Hunt scored 8 50s and 1 century. And in the 1964-65 series alone, such was his consistency that he plundered 550 runs in 5 tests against the Aussies without scoring a century. Sir Conrad is one of few West Indian cricketers whose selection on any greatest ever West Indies 11 is unquestioned. Such is the stature of the man Sir Conrad Hunt that he walked away from the game at the height of his powers.
On the 20th of November 1967, I retired. I did that deliberately rather prematurely also, in order to anticipate and try and cure the cause of racial conflicts in Britain. And in the last decade, that's what I tried to do in many continents. I was in Southern Africa on 4 visits, here in the States and in Canada. And also I paid a couple of visits to the Caribbean on that same basis. I did indeed have some more cricket. I said prematurely because I had a knee injury, which meant I would have had to miss the MCC visit to West Indies in 1968. But I saw the gathering storm clouds of hatred building up in Britain during the tour of 1966. And so I felt, having been respected by both sides, I had a part to play. So I would say prematurely on my part, but I think it was the right timing in terms of trying to cure the gathering conflicts between the West and Britain.
After retiring from cricket in 1967 with 3,245 test runs under his belt at an average of 45.06 and 8 centuries, he was knighted in 1998. Well, the Sporting Night series will continue on Friday. Well, we're into the 30s now in our count up to 50 top sports feats.
In the 3rd test of the 1958-59 cricket series against Pakistan, Barbadian Sir Conrad Hunt and Sir Garfield Sobers made a West Indies record 2nd wicket stand of 446. It was at Sabina Park in Jamaica when Sir Conrad made 260 and Sir Gary went on after the partnership was broken to score 365 not out, as West Indies declared their first innings on a massive 790 and went on to win the test by an innings and 174 runs. Sir Conrad Hunt and Sir Garfield Sobers with the highest ever West Indies test partnership of 446. A great Bajan sporting moment. May 11th, 2013, Barbadian Football International Emerson Boyce captained Wigan Athletic to the English FA Cup. 1 goal was all it took for Boyce and Wigan to seal their place in English football history, beating favourites Manchester City to win the first trophy in the club's 81-year history. Boyce lifted the trophy in front of a packed Wembley Stadium to cap off a great Bajan sporting moment.
Well, that's sports for tonight. Shane Jones returns with a look at the business.